It's ice. It's a bit fresh this morning. Beautiful start to the day though. Beautiful. Okay, so we'll talk loud to drown out wireless, and for me it's another week. It's Monday morning, fucking bolt it. Beautiful, beautiful, bright weather out there, but freezing. 0 degrees when I was writing in this morning. I'm going to get the space heater on the job and give the area a bit of a thaw out, and then I'm going to concentrate on sorting the wiring out. And what's happened, which is very common with this sort of thing, is that over the years people have fixed the wiring and made it work and done bits and bobs to it, and you end up with like you've got I've worked out ignition fed live comes through as a black. Well, black's an earth, so what the fuck? And then it spurs off into all sorts of different things, look, and it's just making it a fucking mess. So what I'm gonna do is replace that black ignition fed live black, that there, with a red. So we'll go red up, red out. Yeah, red, well, it's red and black up, which is even better. Red and black up, red out. And then look at what's what. Check the switch gears. Now they were all working from my recollection. We had ILO, we had start, we had UTA, which is all we've fucking got pretty much. Where's the lights on? Oh, they're on all the time, so yeah. Right, so that's pretty much it. Backlight, brake light, oil light, and then there's this speedo that's got information in there as well. It works off the gearbox, so there's that. I think that's just power up and wired in as it is, so we're good on that. We need to check the earths, we need to check the live feeds, we need to check what wires are doing what. I'll use the multimeter, drop the battery in, like I say, thaw the area out a little bit with a space heater and then get the soldering iron on the job, and I will be spending the morning sorting out the fucking snake's wedding, making it work properly and sit a lot neater. Okay, as part of a clearing up, we've been track and trace on these wires. That's an indicator one, it's redundant. That's earth, it needs tidying up. This one was hanging, it was connected to fuck all, and it's a kill switch. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but we've got ignition fed live going to that, and it returns back down on this line, which goes to the coil, which then feeds the ignition system, and then suck, press, bang, blow occurs. So we've done that, we've run that in. We're going to, what I use is these crimp-ons, but I solder them on. So, excuse me while I just kiss the sky. No, that's not right, is it? I'll try and get one out. Here we go. So I'm going to crimp that onto end up wire after I've fed an insulator on the wire. So insulator goes on first, which is going to be really tricky one-handed and filming. And then we crimp that on just with the side cutters. We don't trap the insulation. Might trap the insulation. I'm not explaining myself very well. I'll show you. Look, I crimp it on and then I solder it on and then I pull the insulator back over, and that's happy days if you don't drop it. And there we go. If it'll focus. The lighting here is a bit shaky, so crimped on, soldered on, insulation in place, and then that'll go on the back of the ignition. Ready? That needs sorting. That's from the battery. That's that lead needs an end on, which I'll do next. And then we've got this one, which is ignition fed live, which I'm going to change to a bit of chunky fucking red. I don't know why you do it black. And then double check that everything's working, which it appears to be, despite how the fucking spaghetti fucking snake's wedding looks, and cut and crimp and tidy and solder and make it good. Right, I've tidied up the LED. It goes in here, it's oil light basically. And what I do, I don't normally heat shrink everything. I don't like it. It's horrible hard shit, but it is quite protective. Now these fine wires coming off these light emitting diodes are fucking fragile. So what I've done is sheathed it all in heat shrink, and because I'm short of space, just bear with me, it's not going to look great, but I'm going to try and explain. What I'm going to do is pull the heat shrink right over the whole lot, and then I've got a larger piece that slides over the one I'm using to finish off the job up that end line. So that should hopefully keep those wires from being fucked about and snapped off. So we'll lift it with the old industrial hairdryer and shrink it does, look. There we go. There's the join in the two outers. Get that nice and warm, nice and toasty, and shrink this down onto the wiring that's inside. That will hopefully, look, this is the important end where these LEDs are. There we go, shrinking it in. And then that should protect as it's designed to. Fuck me, I've had a right game. I've trimmed off the dead fucking wood, and we're just dealing with these flamingo kneecaps up this end, which I need two hands to do, but I'm demonstrating that we desolder the joint. There we go, gone. Happy days. We need to separate that like that. We'll put some heat shrink on one of the ends. We'll remake the joint, heat shrink it up, and then we can pull this cover over, shroud it, tape it. That's the top end fucking sorted. Happy days. Holy fuck shit. So, fucking sorted. We're all neat and tidy and all fully functioning. If I can, oh, battery's not even in. Here's me, if I can show you with one hand. Battery's there, look. I'm looking for a mat now to put on under the battery. Then we've got to mount the Utah and a starter solenoid, relay, starter relay. But everything is tidy. Look at this. I mean, fucking, go back through the video and see how it was before. It was like an anaconda that had swallowed a fucking gazelle and then been run over by a caterpillar truck. Now we've got as neat and as tidy as I can make it. Yeah, there's not a lot going on. Everything works. The only thing I've not wired in is the backlight, because that's mounted on the rear swing arm. But the wires are coming through. These are backlight and the brake light wires are there. And we'll run an earther kit to the swing arm itself. So that is the wiring practically done. Fucking nightmare, isn't it? I always say I don't do electrics, and then I end up doing electrics. But like I say, everything works. Everything's neat and tidy. This is a trip meter button for the digital speedo for this bad boy, and I'm debating whether to slide it under there, or I think it was just rattling around on top of the battery before, a bit redundant like. If I got a bit of double-sided, something nice, then I'll probably mount it on the frame there. And so, oldest trick in the book, get an old inner tube. Not that everyone has them laying around, but I'm fortunate enough to have one or two tucked away. We can trim a piece out and we can line the inside, get that in there, and that'll keep the bottom of the battery happy. If I can get it in one-handed, probably not, to be fair. Right, but there we go. There we go. Poosh. See, now I'm sitting there. It needs to go forward, I know that. And we'll put a little bit of foam. We've got some high-density foam over there. We'll make a little spacer probably, or something, not sure. But that is happy days. So, the swing arm's in. With a no tears before bedtime. The only thing I've noticed, I need some stick-on cable tie holders to secure this up and out of the way. What I need to do now is get this back wheel cleaned up, get the pulley on it, as this has been off and been powder coated, so we need to demask this, which I'm hoping won't be too painful. All the way around. So we'll get that shit off. Get that shit off. Heat-proof fucking tape. Give this a clean. A few marks in that here and there. Ooh. And then spin it around. Look. Get it mounted on there. Get the pulley mounted on there. There's the rear axle, I believe, with spacers and bits and bobs in place. So fingers crossed, it'll all go back together quite nicely. Now then, you may recall how fucking tight these were. There's a lock tighted on. How fucking right going, getting them apart. So we've put a bit of the old fucking copper slip, as we do, on all of what we do. And that's fucking happy days. We'll get them wound in and nipped up, torqued up like. And then we'll look at the spindle and the spindle assembly and see what's what. Here we go. So yeah, we've got the spindle in. Drop you over the top lock. That's all good with the axle adjusters. He's got the slots in the frame. Then you got your spacers and so on and so forth, your caliper plate. It's all good. Come to this side and the spacer is that. I ain't happy with that. Fuck that. We need to go over to the lathe and find a bit of stainless, don't we? Hey, I mean, look at that. What, you're going to have that as your fucking wheel spacer? It's a bit of fucking tube. Well, obviously it's a bit of tube. I mean, it's just a bit of fucking tube. What we got that's fucking gonna do it, kid. That long enough. We've got some chunks up here, look. A bit over the top for it. Oh, there you go. Very fucking candidate. I think that might do it. Let's have a look at it in the hole. See if we can go a bit fatter with it. I bet we fucking can. It needs to sit on that inner bearing, doesn't it? Leave it with me. Right, we've been a bit stockpile and we found a bit of nice stainless. It's a little bit oversized. And I don't mind a little bit oversized because I think this is a bit skinny ribs. This is, unless I'm mistaken, it's a bit of 40mm, so it's metricated. And in Imperial, this is 32. So there's quite a difference. That's not right, is it? Fucking 32. Yeah, is it? What? Oh, not happy with that. 32 and 40, 8mm. We'll see. Either way, I've got a machine at inch bore, and I've got to cut a piece off, well, make it a total length of 37mm. I measured it in thou, and it's fucking don't come out to anything exact. It's like 1 inch 456 thou or something. It's like, so I'm going to go metric with it. I'm going to go 25mm hole. 25mm clearance. Yeah, it is actually inch there, so 25mm clearance, 32mm long, and we'll probably just have a little clean up pass on this bit of fucking 303 stainless, I think. Let's see how far it goes in as to whether we have to chop a bit. Oh no, look at that fucking gleaming. So give ourselves a bit too much to work to. Somewhere about there. Give it a good fucking tighten up. On 3 points. And we'll put a pilot down and take that out first off, I reckon. I know. Bit of lube on. We're already started with an oil there, haven't we? We'll see how that works out for us. So I need to take this down to well past 32 mil. You can join me again when we switch out to the bigger drill bit. Right, as I suspected, I've not got an inch drill bit, so we're going to take it out with this one, which is 55/64. So. It should settle right down once it gets in a bit more. Have to make the most noise when you first put it in. But this one might not. So anyway, I'll take that out to that and switch out to a boring bar. Come on, you bastard. Settle down. And you can join me again. Alright, that's that bottomed out. Look at the fucking colour of them turners. Beautiful, aren't they? Straw coloured. You don't want to touch them like, just at the minute. So, well, that is one very hot hole. So, just bear with. I'm going to switch out to a boring bar and you can join me again. I'm just going to turn this tip around. Although it's only, in inverted commas, a spacer, we still want it to be right, don't we? Spun that around. Then we can crack this back up to full hammer as well. Just check the feeds. So I say we'll turn the DRO on, offshore. We'll bottom that out, quick at that, and zero it off. Then we'll take a light cut and have a measure. Bit of a sing up. We should be right. So we'll socket it up. And what do we want? 25.4 or thereabouts. I'll measure the measure the spindle actually. So that is now at hot. I think that is 22.9, 22.8. I'll measure the spindle and then see in a minute. No, the spindle is 25, so we're at 28, 22.8, which is crap. So we're going to take it out to 23 on this scratch pass, if you like. Watch out for the fucking harmonics. What's going on there? Feed that in by hand. I suppose I should shorten my tool up, but it'll be weak. So a combination of a bit of material sticking out and a bit of tool sticking out is giving us that lovely squeal that we fucking all so enjoy, ain't it? Anyway, let's take this out to 24.5 and then 25.5. So, bit of lube. And I'll join you again when we're near the end. So then, last pass. Put a silencer on it. what you won't know is my feed is fucking on. My power feed. There's a spot right where I'm at now where it won't have it. It's like there's something stuck in there, like. I've had a lot of good luck, tried to work it out. And I can't find anything, so every now and again we have to take over and go in by hand, like, which is what I've just done. I'm hoping it heals itself up, which these things undoubtedly don't. So, that's the inside done. Well, do I take a light finish? Just like I said, just to clean up the outside of it. Let's just swap this out. So, my favourite for doing stainless, which is this little job. And we still want it flat out. Touch off. 0. Oh. 0, or take a mil off. So 20 thou cut, 40 thou off, give us a nice clean up pass with this tool, and we'll go all the way up to the chuck pretty much, and that'll just leave us a bit of potting up to do. Okay, 32mm we want, don't we? And this tool's 3mm thick, so we'll touch off on there, 0. We'll go along 35mm. Oh, if a 0 had the right fucking feed, it'd help, wouldn't it? 0 and the one fucking thing. Bear with. It's not my first day on the job, although that might surprise you. So, 0, move that light out your way. 35, which is, come on. Come on. There. Come on. No, a bit more. 34.9. 35. Slow things down a little bit. A little bit of lube. And off we go. Let's just break that edge. A bit more lube. Steady as she goes. Oh, took the smoke up. Goosh. There we go. I'll retrieve that, burn myself in the process, swear a bit, then I'll clean it up and we'll go back over to the bike. Righto, so spun it round. Just going with this chamfer tool like that. Give the outside a quick touch while we're at it. There you go. That's it, sorted. Happy days.